Hi Scorpio, how are you doing? Welcome to your reading. We're going to see what messages want to come through for you, what you're going through, what's coming towards you, anything that you need to know right now. If you enjoy this reading, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and private readings available down below. And happy full moon. I'm doing this reading. It's a full moon in Aries. How are y'all feeling? That Martian energy in the air. How you doing, Scorpio? I've missed you. I'm so excited to be connecting with you today. Scorpio, beautiful Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, Venus placements. We have full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Show me clearly what's going on for Scorpio. We also have new moon in Capricorn. A lot of Saturn energies coming up, which is Saturn's a planet of like regulations, rules, authority. Some of you could be dealing with the law or like law enforcement or someone of like high position of power, or maybe you are a person of a high position of authority. Teachers as well, for some reason that's coming through. Anyways, so we do have surrender to the divine full moon with the full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you, as well as your hard work is paying off, full moon in Capricorn. Something that you're building, something that you're creating, it is reaching this peak, this point of no return is actually what I'm hearing. This is about you stepping into your most authentic self and not dimming your light, not trying to people please or be accepted or approved or, this is where you are finally breaking down the barriers. I see you're detaching from outdated ways of thinking, other people's expectations. You're in this surrender mode. You're not forcing anything. But at the same time, what flows, what comes easy, effortless, it's a sign to keep going down that path. Although it's showing your hard work is paying off. There's something that you've been dedicating yourself towards. It's required a lot of structure, a lot of discipline. In your mind, you might be like, oh, I don't want to do this today. But you're like, nope, I got to, I must show up. I must do this. I will do this. And it's going to be worth it in the end. Like, you're very determined. You have this mindset that you have this approach. It's very powerful. It's going to be something that takes you to the next level, Scorpio, okay? So there could be things coming up about, your public image, your career. I'm seeing things come up about your community, networking. There could be something coming up about social media or something in the online world, online community for some of you. Some of you could be going into the public eye, or you are in the public eye. There's something about you gaining a lot more attention this month. And yeah, looks like you're coming into a lot of success. And then we also have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. We just exited the eclipse season, right? This full moon in Aries that's currently in the air. This is the first full moon since August without that eclipse energy. We're finally out of that portal. We're finally out of that little season there, okay? We're good till about February, March 2026. So y'all stay tuned for that. But how are you feeling? What lessons have you learned over this time, over this period? Your hard work's paying off. You're being rewarded. You're being heavily rewarded for the effort you've been putting in, for your dedication. Big rewards. I'm hearing this is your reward season. All right, what else going on for Scorpio? I'm using my animal deck. I haven't used this one in a while. I missed it. Love it. And let's see what's going on for Scorpio. Show me clearly. Deer. We have the buffalo and the elephant. You have such this determination about you. Again, it's coming through with the buffaloes, coming through with the elephant. Both these cards represent strength and endurance and powering through, even during times that aren't the simplest or easiest, but knowing that it's worth it. The rewards, the experience, and I'm seeing here, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm really drawn to the broken tusk in the elephant card. It's like there's some things that destroyed you, or like it broke you down. It really was hard to adjust, hard to move on from, hard to detach or let go. But like who you've become from those experiences made you stronger, made you wiser. And you've come out here with this new life, this new growth. Deer is this feminine energy. It is this softness. It is this gentleness. It does talk about like birthing something, like something that you could be in the early stages of. I'm also drawn to like the deer and the buffalo. Buffalo for me feels more masculine. Deer is more feminine. So there could be something coming up about your masculine and feminine energies being brought into balance, or this could be you and someone else you could be attracting. Swan is actually at the bottom, which does actually support what I'm saying, that there could be someone that you're mirroring or someone that is very similar to you. You mirror each other's like qualities, the good and the bad. There could be someone who's thinking about you heavily right now. I'm actually seeing some blocks in communication, so that's for some of y'all. Although someone is very determined to have a new start with you, perhaps. Swan, a camel, and the moth. Someone who's very independent, but they don't want to be. Camel and the moth. Moth is more of like a pessimistic, thinking the grass is greener on the other side, looking for easy, quick solutions. It's an avoidant energy as well. The camel represents somebody who's very independent, someone who doesn't need anybody. They like their alone space. They like their time alone, their time, their space. They're, they in their own zone. Can also represent someone who is in the process of some extreme transitions, and because think about it, like camels, they can go very long and far in the most extreme heat of the desert, and then deserts also get very cold at night. So it's like I'm seeing whoever this is, and this could be you. There's some extreme shifts you're going through, and you may be like kind of over it, or you're wanting to break free. Zebra is all about freedom, expansion, breaking the barriers, being adventurous, taking risks. It's like there's something that maybe has become very old, stale, stagnant, or repetitive, and you're just wanting more excitement, or you're wanting a change. Elephant does come up when there could be some sort of delay, and you're experiencing some sort of delay, whether this is financially, whether this is in a relationship, or just some sort of goal that you've had, that you've been working towards, right? Your hard work is paying off. There could have been a delay, or you may experience a delay in the near future. This is for your own good. This is for your highest good. This is for your divine protection. You're being redirected. This is a card that says, hey, I know you might not want to hear it right now. This is a time for you to have faith. This is a time for you to trust. This is a time for you to surrender, surrender to the divine. There is something coming up about divine timing, and there's self-mastery here. You're getting very good at what you're doing. So keep up the work. No matter what twists, what turns, what surprises may be in store for you, you're going to make the best out of it. And you're going to grow from it. And you're going to expand and flourish and thrive. So continue also listen to your intuition, right? Third eye. Where's my selenite? Well, oh, there it is. Third eye highlighted here. Follow your intuition. Getting a lot of ideas stirring up in your brain, stirring up in your mind, visualizations, dreams, messages. Pay very close attention. It's guiding you somewhere important, somewhere you're meant to be. So let's get into the tarot. Let's see what's coming towards Scorpio. What is coming towards Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Light, and Venus placements. What's coming towards Scorpio? Okay. First of all, first card I'm seeing is the Lovers. But this one, let's see what this one is. Temperance. Temperance, the Lovers, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Devil. Y'all be careful. And the Sun. Look at all that major arcana. We got Leo, we got Gemini, we got Capricorn, we have Leo again. Did I say Capricorn? I don't know. I don't remember what I said. Okay. Well, this is a lot. This is a lot. It's so important that whatever commitments you go in with a clear mind. There is a bit of some deceptive... It's very dreamy. I'm seeing something that appears to be very, very high, but then it could leave you very, very low. So what's this gonna be about, y'all? Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the King of Wands at the bottom. So this is a pair, this is a match, this is between you and someone else. But there's a lot of fantasy. Okay, these cards are super shiny, so you might not be able to see them the best. There's something coming up about like illusions, fantasy, this fairy tale kind of story, but what's real? The moon is also underneath the King of Wands. There's a lot of things that are hidden feelings, hidden emotions, hidden intentions, okay? All this is being brought up to the surface. It's all bubbling up to the surface. So like, my goodness, we're gonna get into this. Starting off with Temperance. Love it. Sagittarius energy, co-creating with the divine in this natural flow state. Not forcing anything, not pushing anything, not overextending, not overwatering, right? You overwater a plant, you're gonna kill it. Too much of anything is too much. Moderation is key, y'all. Moderation when it comes to your health, sleep, the food you eat, what you're consuming, some people that you may be surrounding yourself with, you know, all that has a huge influence on you, your overall well-being, your mindset, all that jazz. But Temperance, this is divine protection. Universe has your back, your guides, angels, loved ones who have passed on, they're around you. They're around you, they're proud of you, they're guiding you, you're in alignment. I love Temperance. This is a card showing like, keep doing what you're doing. Thumbs up. Keep doing what you're doing. Getting probably a lot of synchronicities. You could be seeing 111. It's 639, so I like that, you know, 639. Anyways, let's move on. So now we have the Lovers. If we're talking about you and someone else, looks very reciprocal, looks very much give and receive, it's balanced, it's we all are on the same page. This also can indicate that there's some sort of commitment in the near future, a decision whether or not you want to take things further, take it to the next level. If it's not in romance, this could be just about a commitment you're making to yourself, or this could even be talking about business dealings, which we actually do have a Page of Pentacles, which could suggest like money, collaborations, investments even. Someone could be borrowing money or getting some kind of loan, or applying for a credit card, or something to do with like financial gain. That could be for somebody here. So anyways, the Lovers, right? What are you committing yourself to? This can also talk about like in your relationships, the intimacy, the connection, exploring your connection on a deeper level. So I'm seeing some honest discussions, heart to heart conversations, Ace of Swords and the Lovers. This is where we're very detailed and we go deep and we're being very open. Like this goes to the whole like show the world the real you. This is you showing your underbelly. This is you exposing a part of yourself that most people don't get access to. So there could be a conversation that you have with a person over the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks, and it is going to bring clarity to this dynamic, to this relationship, to this commitment, to this contract. I'm seeing something coming up about a contract here, okay? So know what you're getting involved in. There's something in the early stages, something in the very early beginning stages. It's showing up in like little subtle ways in the physical, nothing too crazy, nothing too extreme, but just enough to get an idea of where this could go. Page of Pentacles, this could be someone that you're friends with. This could be someone that you went to school with. This may be someone who's younger than you. All right. Quite naive energy, not a whole lot of experience. This is like very early footwork. Why am I hearing footwork? Groundwork, like the foundation. Like this is just like the begin. This is kind of like the blueprints, rough draft energy. Okay. But this is a solid offer. We'll clarify in a little bit. We'll see what this is about. But the one thing that comes up after is the devil. And I'm like, you better be not making a deal with the devil. I don't know why I said it like that. Better be not. You better not be making a deal with the devil, y'all. I'm just saying, there's something here. Something feels a little fishy. Something's a little fishy. Okay, and we're going to dive into it. We're going to get to the bottom of it. We'll see why. But the devil normally is a card where it's like, if you get invested, if you get involved, it's very, very, very hard to back out of. You're locked in, whether you like it or not. It's going to be very challenging to break free from. So this could be representing someone who's very controlling, right? Maybe it's someone controlling with money. Someone who is also playing like power tripping. They're very assertive to the point though where it's like they're just controlling every single thing that you do, how you spend your money, where, like, holding money until you do something and then you get your money, but you got to do what they say. You got to I don't know. We're gonna have to clarify and get a little bit more on this, because that after the devil we have the sun. So it's like, just don't be fooled and don't get blinded by something that seems like a miracle, like too good to be true. So, like, this is something, like, this feels like a salesperson, someone trying to sell you something that isn't real. We're gonna have to look into this, y'all. We're gonna have to look into this. Okay. But trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Intuition on point. On point. I'm just seeing if there's anything that I can connect this to the oracle cards from earlier. Nah. Okay. But yeah, so then Queen of Wands, we love her. She's outgoing, she's extroverted, she's creative, she is just so warm and caring, and she's someone who is a pleasure to be around. And this Queen of Wands, she's got a lot on her plate. She's got a lot of different pursuits, things taking her attention, her energy. In romance, she may have multiple options, or this is just someone who is searching for the next thing in life. Queen of Wands and the Seven of Cups. And then we have the King of Wands. So it's like there's somebody here, there's you and someone else. And you don't know how they feel about you, they don't know how you feel about them. There's that whole mirroring going on. Y'all are both in the dark about this with the moon. And I would even say that this is a spiritual connection that you have. And there could be telepathy. There could be a lot of dreams that you share. You meet up in the astral world. Y'all have a deeper connection than, you know, you don't even talk about it or something. It's very low key. It's very low key. All right, some of you may also be receiving an apology. Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Someone could be giving you an explanation or giving you some sort of closure, perhaps. If someone's saying that they've changed their ways, I don't know if they really have. Page of Pentacles to the Devil. I don't know if they have changed their ways, y'all. What else am I getting? Well, we can clarify after. Make sure you're setting boundaries with your relationships. If you need to take it slow, take it slow. Move at the pace you feel most comfortable at. Express where you're at, your stance, what you're looking for. And if someone's trying to pressure you or trying to change your mind or try and, I don't know, just sway you, anything like that, red fucking flag. And you see through it. You know, even the Sun and the Devil, this could actually be highlighting someone's toxic ways or even your toxic ways, because hello, we're all human. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. So that could even be something that's being reflected back at you. Someone's toxic ways, toxic tendencies is being reflected back at you. And you're like, oh my God, I don't like how this person's behaving this way. And then it's like, wait a minute, do you do that too? Just think about it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Just think about it though. Why don't you like that? And if you don't like it, why are you tolerating it? Just some things to think about. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a toxic workplace as well, or you're being underpaid. Perhaps that's being brought to light, or there's some sort of dysfunctional shit going on. But that's all being brought to light. I'm seeing that this is however this is applying to you. There's something that's being brought to life. There's something that's being brought up to the surface. Clearing out the bullshit, clearing out the clutter, clearing out a facade, a mask, calling it out. You definitely could be calling it out. You're being bold this time of year. So let us clarify and go a little bit deeper. Starting off with Temperance. These cards look so dark on the screen. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Alright, Temperance for Scorpio. Starting off with Temperance. Why is Temperance here? Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. Five of Cup-a-roos. Nine of Cups at the bottom. Okay. So you're trying your best to not stay down, right? There's moments where you're struggling with your mental health, or you're fluctuating with your mood. It's normal, it's human. We have those days, have those moments. It's time of the month. Anyways, but you're working on it. You're working on your mental health. At Five of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, you're like, okay, I'm not quite happy with the circumstance where I'm at, but I'm working on it. I'm not going to be in this for very long. And you know that, and you're determined, and that's something that's motivating you. You're like, okay, I know I may feel like shit right now, but I'm busting my ass off. I'm going to get myself into a better position, a better job, a better life, a better home, a better relationship. I may feel like I'm at rock bottom right now, but I'm making change. I'm making shit happen. You're using that as fuel as well, like this heaviness, disappointment, sadness, anger, this energy of loss, right? There could be something that you have lost out on. Maybe you're also learning to exercise like your expectations on yourself or other people. You're like learning to bring it more into balance, reining it a little bit. But then we have Nine of Cups in the Tower at the bottom and the Three of Cups. So I'm seeing a massive turnaround for you. A massive turnaround, huge turnaround of events. Something that you're going to be celebrating. There's some kind of good news. It's a surprise. It's a great surprise though. It's something that is very exciting. It's something that feels this could be something to do with your home or someone in your family. There could be some sort of good news that you get from a loved one. Maybe there's something coming up about a move for a few of you. Okay. But anyways, let's move on to the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here for Scorpio? Six of Cups. Somebody you got some history with, or someone from your past, or someone familiar, or past life. Someone you got a past life with. What do we got? Fool in reverse. You're like, bitch, I'm not jumping off this leap. There is no way. There's something you're having doubts about. Or because it didn't work out in the past, you're like, how could it work out this time around? There's some sort of hesitation or doubt. Let's get one more for the Lovers. And the Seven of Cups. This goes back to here, double confirmation. There's something you're unsure, uncertain about. We have Justice at the bottom, which we are currently in Libra season, and that there's a lot of karmic balance taking place, lessons being learned. Some of y'all are also dealing with like legal matters or court matters or, things like that. So I wonder, Justice, Hangman is underneath that, and the Three of Swords. Y'all, okay, if you're, I'm just gonna be the messenger. It's a tough message, but you are happening to deal with any like legal stuff, court stuff, and use this with a grain of salt because we read for many people here. But I don't know if I'm getting a favorable outcome here, or I am seeing a delay. I am also seeing a bit of a hang up or a frustration, or we have a Three of Swords. So if we're talking if you're dealing with court matters, I don't know if it's going the way you like it. I'm sorry. I know you probably don't want to hear that, but that's just what I'm seeing. I gotta tell you, I ain't gonna lie. I don't bullshit. But yeah, so anyways, Lovers with the Six of Cups. This is familiar past like energy. This could be representing your childhood. This could be representing you 6 months ago. So whatever this is though, it's something that is familiar, and it's something that I don't really see you have a lot of confidence in. The Fool in reverse, you're not really jumping into this right away. There is a hesitation. There's a doubt. There's a blurriness, a fogginess, which way to go. What's real, what's fake. You need more answers. You need some clarity. So Ace of Swords, let's look into the Ace of Swords. You will get the clarity you need. All right, Ace of Swords for Scorpio. Emperor. Okay, it looks like you got the upper hand on this situation. It is Aries energy as well. This full moon in Aries could be releasing or revealing, probably a little bit of both. Something that's going to support you or be like an aid. We have a King of Fire, King of Wands, so we actually have that coming out twice now. The Ace of Swords, and then we have Page of Wands. Two of Cups at the bottom. So this could be between, again, I'm actually seeing 3 people. This could be between you and 2 other people. Scorpio. We got someone who's the oldest. Emperor. He's the oldest. Then we got the King. He's the middle. And then we have the Page. She's the youngest. Okay. So this could be, again, like I said, it could be with 3 people. This could just be representing this transition of how, by you having certain conversations, how this situation is expanding and growing and developing. If anything is shrinking. It's actually, if we're talking about a situation, you're getting clarity, I'm seeing it actually shrink from, this is the weirdest way of how I'm interpreting this. We go from the Emperor, which he is the top dog. He's the one in charge. He runs the show. He's the businessman, entrepreneur, business owner, highly skilled, highly intelligent and educated. And he worked his butt off to get to where he's at, his position. And remember we were talking about like position of authority earlier, like you have the upper hand. Then we have a King of Wands, King of Fire. And he's up there too. Don't get me wrong, he's up there too. But Emperor, he's above. He's above. King of Wands, he's someone who is very outgoing, similar to Queen of Wands. He's confident. He goes after what he sets his mind to. If he's 100% set on it, he will do whatever it takes to come out on top, to come out as a winner. Can sometimes be a little arrogant, a little bit. Thinks he knows it all, but he doesn't. Emperor though, he knows a lot more than this King of Fire. And we have a Page of Wands. And Page of Wands, I love her. She's great. She's fun. She's flirty. She's upbeat. She's got a good attitude. Less of experience though. Sometimes I see this as good news, right? Page of Wands sometimes can be seen as someone with news to share, news to bring that's going to be like a celebration or an invitation. So like, where are we going with this? Because I was like, it kind of looks like whatever this clarity is, it's something that could be shrinking or something you're having to care a little less about. From being like Emperor, like, okay, we gotta keep it perfect. We gotta be on top of things. We gotta stay organized. We have this whole legacy we're building. We got this company we're running versus Page of Wands. Oh, I just do this for fun. This is just for funsies. You know, it's nothing serious. So I'm like, there could be something that you are detaching from, or you're taking it less serious, or like the less serious approach, less of a serious approach. If this is a relationship, you might be fully committed and be like, you're the only one. And then you're like, actually, based off their actions or based off conversations, we're more open, or, you know, maybe this is more casual. I'm seeing something like that. If this is a position in your work, it's like, maybe you could be, if you're in a higher position, you might be stepping down to something more casual or cutting back hours or something like that. Something's becoming more playful or like just less pressure. That's the way I'm seeing this. 2 of Cups is also at the bottom with Temperance, and then the Moon coming out again, and also High Priest. We got Pisces coming out a few times. Something's having to be more reciprocated, equal give and receive. There needs to be more balance, and in order for there to be more balance, you're having to like take a step back or do a little less. You've been doing too much. Some of y'all straight up have been doing too much. From the 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, you're like putting in all this energy, putting in all this effort, and you're like, man, it's not getting me where I want to be. This ain't working out, or why am I doing all this? All right, why are you doing all this? Going back to the Lovers, Six of Cups, Fool Reverse, and the Seven of Cups. You're kind of like, do I continue keep putting my heart on the line, or do I continue keep replaying this story over and over, this song over and over? That's where you're starting to get this reality check, where you're like, hold on, let me approach this differently, or let me try and focus my energy on something else, something different. So let's see, Page of Pentacles. Some of you are overworking yourself. I'm seeing burnout for some. Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Five of Wands. I see you could be met with some kind of conflict, but the way you're handling it. Oh my god, what? We have a Queen of Swords, Five of Wands, and then a King of Swords. You and someone are at it. You and someone are facing the same problems as different approaches. Although you're very similar, King and Queen of Swords, y'all are a pair, but there's some kind of conflict. You're handling whatever this shared situation is, the energy that you guys keep crossing blocks. There's a block. There's a freaking big ass block, which we did see that with the elephant, right? Talking about blockages, but this block is a delay, it's redirection. And to have faith. Okay, but I'm seeing that you and someone, there's a massive blockage in this partnership, in this relationship, in this friendship, in this whatever the fuck y'all got going on. There's a block. Your approaches are clashing. You're misunderstanding one another, and you're both showing up very icy, detached, cold, very aloof. It's that Aquarius energy that we've seen at the beginning of the reading. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but Aquarius, they do seem to be a lot more like detached, distant even, you could say. Your conflict styles may be different. You and someone, the way that you handle conflict. One person confronts, another person avoids. I'm seeing there's a clashing of energy. Anyways, we have the Devil at the bottom, which the next card is also the Devil. So we got the Devil twice. This is the problem. This is the big ass problem y'all keep running into over and over again. So the Devil, we have the King of Cups and then the Five of Pentacles. This is that avoidant energy that I was just saying. Yeah, Four of Swords, literally. Someone's just Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Someone's just like in avoidant mode. Someone's in bed and they're not answering the door, and it's just like, let me in, and like, no one's home, I'm not answering the door. Kind of pettiness I'm seeing. Someone being very petty, acting like they don't notice what's going. It's literally, you see it's so funny, you see that in the Four of Swords, there's this window. Where's my selenite wand? Oh my god. In this Four of Swords, there's a window here. It's the same window. They're right outside your house. This person may actually be right outside your house. Or, I'm just kidding. Comment down below if that's you, though. But they're like, no one's home. It's like, all right, I'll try again another time. Someone's being petty, though. I'm also seeing Five of Swords. I'm seeing silent treatment. Okay. Devil and the King of Cups. Someone's becoming very emotionally, like, charged and obsessive, and manipulating the story, manipulating you to feel a certain way. It's very toxic. You know what? I would say this Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Yeah, take that break. This break is necessary because this is too much. This is too much. It's unhealthy for both of y'all. All right, so the Devil. Let's take a look into the Devil. Why is the Devil here for Scorpio? Show me clearly. Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. Hurt people. Someone is trying to mask the pain that they're in. Someone's in a lot of pain, and they're hiding it, and their ego getting in the way, and they're not taking any responsibility. They're like, I'm not the problem. You are. They're constantly blaming, pointing fingers. Let's get one more on the devil. Talk about the devil for Scorpio. Oh, they gave me another one. Ace of Swords, and then the Four of Swords. They're talking about the door. Like, they're at your door, no one's answering, or, you know, you're at theirs and they're not answering, some sort of shit, like, or not picking up the phone, or you're calling but they don't answer, goes to voicemail, or maybe they're blocked, right? There is going to be a breakthrough, though. Two of Wands. Well, it kind of comes down to free will. Free will. Everybody got free will. You and this person both have free will. This is just based off the current timelines. Energies can change. Timelines change all the freaking time. So it kind of comes down to, what are you going to do about this? What are they going to do about this? Someone has trust issues. Constantly thinking like everybody's out to get them. Everybody's going to break their heart. These bitches ain't loyal. This is someone who is constantly seeking pain, whether it's most likely not intentional. It's just like subconscious, to the point where it's like fight or flight. This person's constantly in fight or flight, fight or flight. This is someone who has a lot of healing to do. Healing vibes to who this person is. Good vibes to you. You need to heal. Good vibes, good vibes. Anyways, Ace of Swords after the Three of Swords. So someone is kind of waking up. Huge epiphany, huge realization of, oh my God, wait a minute. Did I cause this mess? Did I get myself here? Am I the culprit? Am I the problem? Am I? Damn. Someone's like waking up to the pain that they've caused others, and how they've also caused themselves a lot of pain. So then Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands. It would not surprise me if someone reaches out to you in the near future, or you could be one reaching out, whoever the fuck. I'm seeing an initiation take place. And maybe now with the sun, it's like, oh, happy ending, question mark? maybe. So let's see the sun. Let's see why the sun's out here. How about the sun for Scorpio? Why is the sun out here? Queen of Pentacles, okay. She's very receptive. She's very open. Let's see, next one, the World Reverse. Let me tell you, this cycle ain't over. Unfinished business to be tidied up, to be cleared up. This is the time of loose ends that need some tidying up. We got the sun coming out again. I love the double confirmation in this reading. And then we have King of Cups in the reverse. Someone who's being numb, or become numb. Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and then the Tower. Someone's still very unpredictable. And then we have a Queen of Cups. Look at the pair, except the King is in the reverse and the Queen is upright. Still a mismatch of energy. Still a mismatch of energy. Pairs like this. So let's talk about this. Starting off with the Queen of Pentacles, clarifying the sun. Feminine energy, feminine person, whoever this is. This is somebody who is very open-minded. They're understanding, they're caring, compassionate, they're very, very healing. And, you know, this is someone who's forgiving. Someone, especially like this could be representing a mother to her child, or a mother, like maybe it's not someone who is actually a mother, but someone who has a lot of qualities that she's got this nurturing, healing, understanding, and empathic energy about her, where she will be extremely considerate of how others feel. She'll put herself in their shoes and try her best to imagine, right? So this is someone who's extremely forgiving, and they also see the good in others. They see the best in others, all right? And the World in the reverse tells me, with the sun and the sun upright, with the World reverse, there's an unfinished cycle that is having to be sorted out, cleared up. Whether this is just completely over, fine, wrap it up in a box, tidy up, put it away nice and neat, bury it if you need to, or it's like, all right, let's pick this back up and let's continue. It's kind of like to each their own. You choose what's best for you. But this isn't over. This ain't over till it's over. So Queen of Pentacles with the World reversed. It's like picking up where you left off. You know, winter, everything's gone into hibernation, everything has stopped growing, stopped developing. It's a hiatus, a break. Spring rolls around, everything starts to come back to life. It's a new season. The trees, they're still the same trees, but they're gonna bloom new leaves, new flowers, all that jazz. So it's different than the last year. It's the same, but it's different. Okay? New life, new season. Then we have the sun. So again, you're quite happy about this, or you seem to be optimistic about this. You seem good about this. You seem happy, relieved, light about this. Good. But then there's someone that isn't. Or this King of Cups in reverse, they are numb. It's like how would I express this? It's like this is someone who I feel they're not allowing themselves to be happy. They don't feel worthy of that. They keep telling themselves, I can't be happy. I don't deserve to be happy. I'm not good enough, or I don't know, something like that. King of Cups in reverse is someone who is showing up emotionally unavailable. They're closed off. They're not allowing themselves to feel anything that is deep or intense. It's overwhelming. They shut down. They go numb. They block it out because it's uncomfortable. This is someone who gets very uncomfortable being happy or feeling like supported, feeling seen, feeling at peace. This is someone who really struggles with that. So this is also where you're recognizing, hey, this ain't you. It ain't got shit to do with you. It's not personal. And it's also not yours to carry or take on or wear it like it's your own burden. It ain't your burden. If it's your burden, then it's your burden. If it's not, then don't take it on like it is yours, because it ain't. Okay, and then we have Two of Pentacles, the Tower, Page of Cups, and Queen of Cups. So I'm seeing this could go two different ways. Things are going to change. Change is definitely going to occur, but it's a split path. And for this collective, for today's reading, there's half of you where this is going to change for the better. Y'all going to work things out. And then there's another group of y'all, other side, where it's like, nope, this is finished. This is done. We're over. Thanks for the lesson. Thanks for this conversation, whatever the fuck. We're just not compatible. Have a nice life, sort of thing. It's everyone's on their own journey. So it goes two different ways. Again, I am seeing that there is a energy difference, energy imbalance. We have a queen to a page. So they're at least of the same element. There's still some sort of compatibility on some level, but is it enough? That's the question. Is it enough? Two of Pentacles in the Tower. Has enough time? Has there been enough changes? Enough improvements? There's communication. And could go successful. Six of Wands, Temperance again. It could be successful, but is it same? Is it familiar? Is it kind of the same old? Yeah. I'm saying it's not anything too crazy, too extravagant, too severe than the last time. So that's where we're gonna leave it, because holy crap, we're like over 40 minutes. What the fuck? Anyways, I hope this helps. Let me know if it resonates. Leave a like, subscribe, comment how I already said that. Comment, let me know how it resonates. And I will see y'all later. Have a fabulous day. And also happy early birthday. Your birthdays are just around the corner. So y'all stay tuned for your birthday season. And I'll see you later. Bye.